Hey everybody, welcome back to another video of mine. Again, doing another talk over video where I'll be just kind of running down my process of doing an Alla Prima painting. You can see I'm using the Alla Prima Pochade box. Fitting name, fitting title, but has nothing to do with this subject right now. It's just an Alla Prima Pochade box made by Ben Haggett through his company, Alla Prima Pochade. If this is something you like the look of, go check him out. Ben's incredible, and he makes all these boxes by hand. Always got to plug that guy. He's incredible. I can't believe the craftsmanship that he does in making these plein air boxes. And honestly, it's just my favorite type of box to just carry around and be able to just travel with, especially longer distances with, because I can just set it up anywhere. All I need is a tripod to set it up on, and even that I don't really need, because it's got little rubber stoppers on the bottom of it, and I can put it on a desk, and it's just good to go. Fantastic box, and just makes painting the breeze, really, because, like, as I am here, this is mine and Avalon's place. This isn't the studio, but even being here outside of the studio, I can just set up and start painting away. And that's something I want to talk about today, is the painting process known as Alla Prima. Alla Prima is a fancy name. Like, I think most of art terms and names are either French derivative or some sort of European derivative, and so we get all these fancy names that we still use today. All Alla Prima means is wet into wet. So we're not painting in layers, but we are painting wet paint into wet paint. I'll flick down the camera a couple of times here so you can see my palette. It's just the regular 6 colors: titanium white, going from left to right, titanium white, cad red, there's yellow ochre, cad yellow, burnt umber, and ultramarine blue. I'm just trying to mix up a darker sand color right now to get that shadowed sand in there. Oh, and before I jump ahead of myself, what are we painting today? You can see when we flick up to the top again, you can see bottom left-hand corner. Don't mind the Dragon Quest music playing in the background there on the TV, but the bottom left-hand corner of the laptop, you can see I've got a Sorolla plein air painting up on the laptop screen there. That's what I'll be painting from today and making a study of. By no means, shape or form am I replicating the methods and palette that Sorolla would have used and done. But not at all. I'm just going simple Alla Prima style that I've been trying to practice lately. And to talk about that, this Alla Prima style is been on my mind lately a lot. You would have seen last video I said that I've been reading Richard Schmidt's Alla Prima Volume 2, All I Know About Painting. So obviously that helps with putting Alla Prima on my mind. But also I've watched Casey Barr's painting videos. Obviously he was his pupil, Richard Schmidt. I don't know who he is. Look him up. You got Google right there. Check him out. Amazing artist. But Casey references his Richard's teachings about Alla Prima all the time, and he makes claims that, you know, pretty much you can do everything in a painting Alla Prima, which is, you know, to a lot of degrees is very true. And it's something I've been trying to put into practice, because I'm not used to working this way. I'm more used to working layers, but working Alla Prima has been really, really beautiful for me. So you can see how all of the painting right now is kind of like a thin wash. That's very deliberate. I'm working the method that I'm only putting thicker layers of paint down where I want, and leaving areas that I don't want to emphasize in that thinner wash to sort of show through. And what that does is really creates a really great emphasis on what's important and what's not important. And so it just really frees me up to jump around the painting and really emphasize the importance of certain things and not emphasize the importance of certain things. Push things back and bring things forward with that thickness of paint over the top of things. So I'm trying to work pretty light wash lot more medium to paint ratio. My medium here is linseed oil. I pretty much only ever use linseed oil. For the wash, you definitely use mineral spirits and all that stuff, but linseed oil works fine for me, and it's a medium I'm very comfortable with. A lot of people say to use odorless mineral spirits and stuff because of the way it evaporates on the canvas and stuff. It doesn't allow it to be so wet and malleable like linseed oil does. It just stays wet on the canvas for a longer period of time. It doesn't really bother me at all. So this majority of the painting, I'm just keeping everything in a nice wash and really holding back on putting down those thick bits of paint till I've got all my sort of key areas sort of blocked in, to where after they're all blocked in, I'm going to approach it with putting in some more refinements over the top with that thicker paint. It's definitely been a big change up for me is that ability to emphasize things over something else. So I'm still painting, but in the wash's case, I'm putting things down in that wash, but using those thicker bits of paint, it's really, really it's really phenomenal, the sort of range of emphasis you can apply on not only the thickness of certain colors, emphasis of certain aspects of the painting, but the composition as well sort of takes a hold on that too, and your edges, your line work as well. You start to care a lot less about your edges, whereas working layer on layer, you tend to be a bit more precious with your edges. But Alla Prima style, your edges are kind of wherever you put them, and continue to put them, really. You're never too precious that something can't be fixed. And it allows you to really play with those soft edges and those hard edges altogether. And that's a really big thing in composition, is the ability to have softer edges in certain places and have harder edges in other places, really. Making this painting, this study from Sorolla, because, man, Sorolla is incredible. I've talked about him before. Sorolla is my absolute favorite artist of all time. The way he paints, what he paints, just everything about his artistic practice is just awe-inspiring to me, really. Since the day I got that Sorolla book, you would have seen on the I'm pretty sure it's called Sorolla the Masterworks. You would have seen that book as my number one favorite on my sketch on my, what was it, art book video. You would have seen a couple of videos back, and that's definitely such a big catalyst for me, learning about Sorolla, learning about his works, and just really propelling me into his world, which I just had no idea about. And then that subsequently is taught me about Velasquez, and then on top of that, just the way he depicts light and showcases light, man, just incredible. So I can't recommend enough that when you find an artist that you love, jump in and try it out, and try out this Alla Prima style of doing these thinner washes to begin with, and then applying that thicker paint where you think you can apply more emphasis and adds value to the composition. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and leave a comment down below what you thought about this video. Have you painted Alla Prima before? Let me know. Hit like, hit subscribe. Most importantly, sign up to my newsletter over on my website on the sign up section. 24-hour early access to these videos here on YouTube, as well as access to all my reference photos that I paint from. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you later.